Do you think you enjoy what you do now more than you enjoyed the gardening that you used to do?
I'd probably say I enjoyed what I do now more than the gardening up until the end of 2016. Because I started getting other symptoms, and then some stuff happened in my personal life as well that has distracted me ever since. So if I get myself back onto an even keel, yeah, I would enjoy it. Right now, sat here now, I'm surviving. I'm not enjoying, so I'm trying to get back to surviving.
So you talked about personal challenges that you've been facing recently. Your mother passed away at the end of 2016.
Yep.
How's that? You said that you're struggling now. Do you see an end to that struggling?
Well, you hope there's an end. It's another chapter. My mother passed away in December the 29th, 2016, and I haven't really had a chance to get used to that yet, because towards for the last 2 years I've been, nobody noticed, but mentally I've been getting more and more foggy, and we put it down for years down to the medication side effects, and but then towards the end of 2016 I'd stopped taking those tablets, and it never eased the fogginess. I can't drive, I can't see straight, everything's slightly hazy. Then towards the end of 2016 they started putting me in for other tests because they thought something else is going on. And they put me in for a brain scan in December, and they found a brain, not a lighthouse, which is fine. And the beginning of December 2016, I really started to notice my memory was going, and I was struggling. But then my mum passed away at the end of 2016, and it's a job to know where one starts and one stops. She passed away, and things got really confusing anyway. And it meant the business had to sort of take a back step a little bit.
So what's the current diagnosis?
The current diagnosis of what's causing the fogginess is fibromyalgia, which normally affects you in your arms, the nerve endings in your arms, but it's affecting my mind. So that's what's causing all the fogginess. I need help reading forms, filling out forms, understanding concepts, coordinating myself. Cooking's a challenge because you have to have different things on the go, and it's just daily life. I can have a list of things to do, and I think, well, how do I do it? So that, on top of the rheumatoid arthritis, explains a lot of the challenges. Then the housing issue becomes an issue. Like I'm now in a 2-bedroom place, and I'm a single person, but I now need that second bedroom for carers to come in and just keep me on the, going out on the road doing my work. That takes somebody here just to prop me up. I come in that front door and I collapse. So I need somebody to get me sorted, get me to bed, get me fed, get me up in the morning, back out. It's not just me. So the housing thing hanging over your head is another issue. So basically, with my health, the housing issue, the business is struggling, and because I'm not focused, and my mum's passing, that's just comes back to I'm not enjoying the work at the moment. It's all about surviving. You hope you would get through that. But I know I'll be a different person on the other side.
Do you think it's kind of a snowball effect in that you're not enjoying the work, which makes you more unhappy because that did actually provide you with a lot of happiness before, which then makes you less happy in everything else that you do, and it's just kind of
maybe I'm not sure. I'm not enjoying the work. I'm just not really able to do it, and I'm not really there. It's sort of like the lectures I'm giving. People are loving them, but my mind is off somewhere completely different, and I have no idea what it is I'm doing, because they're now saying they're being entertained, but it's like an out-of-body experience. I'm giving these lectures. They're loving them more, but I'm just off somewhere else, you know. So yeah, it's snowboard. I mean, it's hard to know one thing from another, you know. And it's just the lack of stability. That's the main issue, I think. There's no, you know, now that my home is now in threat, there's no, you can't close the door and feel peace, you know. So I think that's stability that's missing.